I'm trying to adjust my phone stand a little bit. We've got 2 stands going. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we might need to do a little bit of organization here. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Let's do the TT as well. And I'm going to bring over some of my jewelry here. And the crab, she's gone. Here she is. We need to start with just a little bit of cleaning. It just has to be done. It just has to be done. I do be struggling with it. And we're going to start on double duty right now. How's everyone doing today? Hi Liz. How are you, girl? I'm attempting both. Is that crazy? It looks like my... Okay, I'm nervous. 2 all new, brand new, amazing angles. First, look, the one on, oh, this is wild. Okay. This is gonna force me. We're doing them on both places. Let's see, I'm taking your advice. We're doing it on both places, and it is in fact a little overwhelming already, but that's okay. This is gonna help me clean because this over here really bothers me. Let's do a little bit of cleaning and then we'll do some sculpting. But I also want to show you guys the earrings I made today. Number 1 and number 2. I actually really think these are so cute. I think they're really cute. Anyway, let's put them to the side. These actually need to be baked, so maybe we'll start a ceramic platter for baking. I'm so afraid to squish them because of these extra metal pieces. Thanks, Lissy. I think they're adorable. I think they're so cute. And then I tried to do one with a darker background, and I was gonna message you about it because it's not it. It's not it. I gotta figure out a way to make... You can't do dark flowers on a dark background because from far away it just doesn't, it looks messy. So I'm just gonna put these on here so that we can bake them. There we go. Okay. I like these though. I think they're really cute. Cute. Turns Bobby. Yeah, there was just, I'll show you what. This is how this one turned out. I'm gonna squish it because I don't like it. I actually like it from up close-ish. However, I just kept adding more detail because it's hard to see from far away, and because of that, it doesn't look good. It looks pretty messy. So I'll be redoing this one, maybe just doing some light flowers. Like I'm picturing, what's the January birth flower? I forget what it's called, snowdrop or something like that. All right, let's move some of these things back. Do a little bit of organization before we get too far into sculpting. We've got our toffee back here. Now the other place can see behind the scenes. I need it to look a little bit nicer. We've got our pepper grinders. Hot dog. We still have our demonic Furby in the background. Ceramic plates. Okay, at least now it feels back here a little better. I don't love how chaotic it is, but organizing the whole station will probably be for another day. I'm just gonna do a little light organization. All right, how is everybody this? Thanks, Lissy. All right, let's see here. I'm still getting used to all this new stuff, but I still want to paint the bottom of this. But look how cute this is for the Panda Express. We want to paint the bottom black so it looks like a Panda Express container, but she's cute. She's not perfect, but she's cute. She's orange chicken, which I think is, I don't know, it gives me a thrill. It gives me a thrill, okay? Now I do want to move, okay, this is what we were working on before, which is this, oh, I can't believe I just immediately dropped it. This breakfast necklace pendant that has French toast sticks, it has an egg, it has blueberries, and it has some oranges. However, I feel like it needs something else, and I can't tell what it is. Do we do strawberries? Do we do a kiwi? Something that adds a little bit of color, I feel like. I'm open to what that could be. I'm not in love with this right now. We are gonna move some of these French toast sticks to our ceramic tile so we can bake those as well. We made some of them are more bread, some of them are sticks. All I know is that this one doesn't want to. Come on. Strawberry, yeah, that could be fun. I would have to look up a tutorial. I've never done a strawberry cane before. I feel a little nervous, but I feel like it has to be done. What are the canes we've done? We have lemon, orange, blood orange. Have I done any other canes? I mean, other things I've generally sculpted, grapes, cherries. They're terrible. Have you done a strawberry cane, girl? Okay, we at least have all the French toast so we can kind of wipe down the board a little bit here. We got our cute little eggs. The other breakfast rings turned out super cute, super cute. They need resin on them, but they are adorable. I love them. Maybe I should pull them out just so we can compare the two. Let's see here, where are they? Here are my 2 resin container. So cute. So cute. Fixless. Oh. It's interesting because one of the, I can see this through 2 angles. One of them's more warm and the other one's cooler. Very interesting. Very interesting. But here it is, folks. We are having a race, I think. I don't know anything. But we have our goal. Our goal is to get to either 30K on TT or 1K on YT. Whichever one we get to first will win, and we will do an appetizer celebration, an appetizer palooza. We're gonna make a bloomin' onion. I've been pondering how we're gonna do that because I've never seen anyone make a bloomin' onion before. I've never seen anyone. I don't think there's any bloomin' onion tutorials out there. Okay, let's get sculpting. I guess maybe I don't want to watch a full tutorial at this minute, so maybe we'll do, I'm trying to get both of you guys a good angle here. Can we do it 2 times the fun? Okay. I also kind of want to do that work on our Subway sandwich situation. We made these really cute Subway sandwiches with the tiny little rolls. They're so cute. Hey, thanks, Megan. And I want to make a whole Subway scene in a keychain shaker. I feel like I need to actually go to Subway. Hi, Kira. I feel like I need to actually go to Subway and ask for a clean Subway sandwich paper, you know, so that I can put this on sandwich paper. Yes, Kaiser rolls. Hi, Jen. How's it going? I'm feeling a little bit stuck right now as to the focus at this moment. What are we doing? What are we doing? because here's the thing, I don't necessarily want to start a strawberry right now. I'd have to watch a whole, we could, I'm open to suggestions here. Let me grab my third phone. We could potentially look up a straw. Who would like to see a strawberry cake? I'm putting too much pressure on myself right now. Just take a breath, girl. The French toast went flying. It's a day today, guys. Okay, hold on. Let's see what we got here. Setting up your workstation. Yay! What are you gonna sculpt? What are you gonna sculpt? So today I went with a friend. We went to a thrift. It's like an antique market. You know those places where people have their own little stall and have like vintage things in it. So that was really fun because there was a lot of people who had vintage toys and cool artsy stuff. There was a lot of like stained glass lamps, which I love. So that was really fun. And then in one of the stalls, we found carnivorous plants. So we each bought a Venus flytrap. That was fun. And then we both got like a fresh squeezed lemonade, which was delicious. Super fun. Super fun. Okay. And then we went and did some crafting while our husbands played some board games. Okay, let's pull up. I have to look up a strawberry tutorial. Okay. If you have any favorite tutorial accounts, let me know. What's for dinner? I think we might try to make a strawberry. Buying a new plant for your bedroom. I love that. I'm not good at taking care of plants. I am not. I sadly have killed many plants. So I'm trying to change the narrative with the carnivorous plant. Strawberry, polymer, clay, tutorial. I don't feel confident about this, folks. We got to mix together some. Don't follow Sugar Jar Shops. Did you try that cane for her before? It's the first one that shows up, so it is very tempting. I'm glad you're warning me. Let's see, where else can we learn about how to make a nice little strawberry? I like Ethereal Artist, but I feel like she doesn't do tutorials either. She kind of, let's see if we can hear it. So this is a video of her making, I see the center of it. She has a lot of different colors that she's putting in. There's like a pink and then different shades all the way around. Maybe I'll show you guys at the, oh my gosh. Yeah, hers is like very complicated, but it also looks so good. Okay, let me show you. Should we attempt this? This feels really unhinged to attempt on my own with like minimal guidance from this. Can I pause this? Do you see that? Let's see if I can in trubs. All right, so I guess we're just gonna mix together varying shades of red and pink to start. Like it seems like she takes regular red, white, and translucent. This is gonna be a chaos way of making this because there are no specific instructions on this, but maybe that's part of the fun. Maybe not. I watched a movie last night with my husband, Being John Malkovich. Anyone see that movie? Oh my goodness. It blew my mind. I think I am a Charlie Kaufman fangirl at this point because we recently watched Adaptation and I loved that too. I absolutely loved Adaptation, and then I loved Being John Malkovich tonight. It is a very weird movie, and it is very rated R. So if there's any younger folks in here, do not watch it. But it was so good. Oh my gosh. You were less experienced when you did your tutorial. Yeah. So we're going to be kind of assuming a lot of things here, which is an interesting part of things. I'm also going to have to use my pasta machine a bunch because, well, we're mixing together a lot of shades here. So who here has made a cane before? Anyone made a cane? We're also playing with a little bit of fire because my TikTok phone has not that much battery, but my reference phone where we're doing the tutorial also does not have that much battery. I guess I could get out another phone charger, but that would be too logical. All right, so do you see how this translucent clay, it's really crumbly, it breaks, it snaps. That means we have to condition it pretty well. It's really important when you're first busting out your clay to make sure that it's, flexible. And so that's how we warm it up. People call it conditioning. You condition your clay. You can do that by hand rolling it with an acrylic roller, or I use a pasta machine. I'm doing it off camera right now, so you can hear it. And then once you get extra fancy, you could even get an electric motor for your pasta machine to avoid the strain on you. But especially when we're sculpting things that take so many shades, it's a lot of mixing, folks. It's a lot of mixing. It's best if you can have some support. But hey, maybe you like getting the forearm workout. That's okay too. Now I'm mixing up the red. And we're basically going to do, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 shades of different mixes of these 3 colors so that we can layer the strawberry. Hi, Krista. We're making strawberries. My first time making strawberry cane. That feels weird. I'm surprised. I mean, not really. I avoided making canes for a very long time, I suppose. Okay. Let's take a look at her colors that she does. She is red, translucent, and white. And then, oh, okay, so she does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from white to more red. So the first one we can roll together. Let's get the 6 colors going. We're gonna try to make this a small cane. I say that every time and it ends up not being a small cane, but see you soon, Liz. Here's our first white color, and then from there, actually, honestly, we probably want to mix it with some translucent too. Let's get this through the pasta machine. I add translucent with every color, so you never want, in my mind, when you're doing realistic food, you never want just plain colored clay. You want to have translucent mixed in with all of it. All of it, all of it. Okay, here's our first shade. We're gonna go for 6 shades total so we can layer and do kind of an ombre or a strawberry cane, I suppose is the vibe. So look at this. If you can't stay here for this whole thing, but you wanna see how the strawberry cane turns out, please do give a follow. Share this with your friend who likes miniatures. You gotta have a friend who loves minis, right? Do you have a friend that loves minis? If not, just send it to yourself or your mom. Okay, I wish I had more friends that love miniatures, but some of my friends like miniatures. Okay. And of course, I know you all love miniatures just like me. Okay, let's mix together some white, some red. I'm just estimating amounts. And a whole bunch of translucent for this second color. Again, we're making 6 shades, so we're gonna go from mostly white to more and more. Maybe we shouldn't have started with that much red at first, guys. What are you doing? Today feels like such a weird day. Does anyone else feel like today feels like it's just a funky day? I know I'm getting all these videos about how it's the Lion's Gate. So it's 8, 8, 26, which the 26 adds up to 8. supposed to be the luckiest day. Is anyone else getting stuff on that? Or just me? All right, we're putting this through the pasta machine. Mixing it up. It is tough that the pasta machine is off camera. I feel a little guilty about it sometimes because I know it's a bummer to not be able to see everything I'm doing, but perfect. Okay. Shade number 2. Let's see what that looks like compared to her shade. Ethereal Artist is my Polymer Clay crush. She is so cool and so good at what she does. And so, yeah, she feels like flawlessly aesthetic to me. I'm looking for her. My most challenging piece so far, good question. That's a little tricky one because when people ask me that, I'm like, I wonder, like, does that mean the amount of time that it has taken? Does that mean, okay, here are the different shades. So I think we actually need to add a little bit more white to this one here. So honestly, I think pizzas took me a really long time to perfect. That was a little bit of a challenge. What else? Of course, my seafood boil was iconic. Still is. I don't know if I'll ever be able to top that. And I made that when I was just sculpting for 2 months. That's crazy. And if you're just joining, we were working on growing YT. So you're welcome to join us over there as well. I'm going to be doing some like more process videos. This is gonna be one of our colors here, but I'm even gonna add more white to this one. So we'll have an in-between color between these two, but that's a good for the 3rd color. And then we'll start getting more warm. Yeah, perfect. I am just going to chill today and not put too much pressure on myself. Watch The Parent Trap with my daughter, which is really fun. There we go. We got 3 good colors here. Now we're gonna do, get slightly warmer. 3 more. We'll start with this. And some white. I feel like a darker colored clay goes farther than lighter, so we want to, it's always easier to go darker than it is to go lighter. To go lighter, you usually have to add a whole bunch more clay. It's Saturday. I feel like usually Saturdays are pretty busy, but maybe not yet. Maybe not until we get popping with the cane. All right, now for these other shades, I think I don't want to do any white. I want to do just translucent and red, because as soon as you add some white, it starts looking too pinkish, or not too pinkish, but it's pink. It's not, we want the last 3 to actually be like a little bit warmer-ish, not quite so pink. So let's just see what happens when we add this much red to translucent alone. And maybe we even need to do one where we add yellow to lighten it, but she did not do that. She only had red, translucent, and white. of course, she did not have very specific instructions, and that's part of the fun tonight is that we have the vague outline of a tutorial, but we have to fill in a lot of the blanks. Why is no one here? I don't know, Kira. Probably because we split it over the two, but yeah, I don't know. It is a little bit of a less busy day today, I guess. All right, let's see, which is unusual for the weekends, but this one, we're just gonna put a touch of white in. Like that much. Because we need to leap from here to here. I know I said yellow, but we're gonna try white first. Just a little bit of white. Hi, Delilah. How's it going? I'm gonna have to switch the charger between my two phones. Anyone have any fun plans tomorrow? I guess our plans aren't that fun, but it's gonna be a chill day, I think. All right, needs a little more white, that's for sure. I'm just gonna add a little bit of white at a time because I don't want to go too light. You go back to school on Monday. Oh my gosh, how are you feeling about it? And if you're just getting here, I do want to show off my earrings that I made today. Look at how cute these are. I have to bake them, which is why they're on this tile, but how cute are these earrings? I like them. Hi, Lisa. How's it going, friends? Thanks, Akira. I feel like my pasta machine is struggling today. Yeah, this isn't nearly as light as it needs to be. You got all the classes you wanted. Excellent. I'm happy for you. That's fabulous. We're gonna add a bunch of translucent and a little more white than I don't know, maybe we'll do yellow instead. I keep on going back and forth between this. Let's add a little yellow because yellow is gonna add a lighter but more vibrant red as opposed to white. So let's try this and just see how we feel about it. We're definitely gonna be mixing a lot of clay today. Okay. That's going in the right direction. My husband, let him know. Ask him if he needs me to tag him out. I'm gonna add a little more yellow and some more white to this. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. If you can't stay for this whole time, be sure to give a follow so you can come back because we are gonna do a whole cane. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm just manually cranking away here. Okay. I feel like even though I keep on adding colors, do you see how I said it's easier to go darker than it is to go lighter? Because I've been adding all of this yellow and white to this clay and it still looks the same. Ah! We are making a strawberry cane today. So we're definitely gonna have to mix up some more white and translucent clay, that's for sure. Okay, cool. Thank you, Vanessa. That is looking more like what we want it to be. Yep, perfect. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I've got to text my husband. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see here. Again, here are her shades, and they're just not quite right. Our shades aren't, hers looks so much more peachy here. I wonder if she does use a little bit of yellow. She showed that she doesn't, but mystery. We're gonna attempt with these colors and see what happens. Not the best way to do it, but we're going chaos mode today. All right, she takes a color like this and rolls it into a cylinder. Is that what I want to say? Cylinder. I probably want to make this even smaller. Doesn't this look like candy? This one looks like a Laffy Taffy Starburst. This is definitely a pink Starburst color. Okay. And then she grabs the, I'm gonna be after watching her. Who else has watched like tutorials a million times over to try to catch all the details? Like, what is happening? We're just gonna mix some more white and translucent because you do need a bunch for this creation. Okay, she grabs the third. Oh wait, so the third one is the center, and she wraps the second one around. If you want to try to see the tutorial I'm watching, you can look up Ethereal Artist Polymer Clay Strawberry tutorial. And you can see what I'm attempting to do. And maybe you can even help me translate it a little bit because I'm going to be doing a lot of guessing, guesstimating. Oh no, Krista. Yeah, I think Michael's doesn't often carry pasta machines. Unfortunately, my lesser preferred craft store, Hobby Lobby, is the one that has pasta machines in store more reliably. Michael's does not always have them. All right, we're gonna roll this out thin, so we can start rolling it around the strawberry. Okay, this is where this is where the magic starts. Hopefully, we'll see. So she wraps that around the center, and then uses a needle tool to make it a little more triangular. Maybe I want to add even more translucent to this piece though. Here's the thing, I know I keep on mixing and adding things, but when I talk to the professional clay artists that I really respect the most around hyper-realistic food, they tell me that they use 70 to 85% translucent to colored clay is the ratio that like that Beagle Bakery shared with me, which is a lot of translucent. So I've been working on adding more translucent, but getting a good balance between translucent and colored clay is not, it's not an easy thing to do. Okay, that's a nice color for the strawberry center. I'm actually really happy about this. So we're gonna re-roll this into a little cylinder. Then we are going to slice off some of the ragged edges of this rolled out white and translucent clay. Okay. I'm just going to try to make this a little bit thinner because, again, we're trying to make this a small cane. Every time I say that, it ends up being monstrous, but we're trying our best to make it kind of smaller on the, at least on the first attempt, so that when we inevitably fail it, we can get better next time. We can just reuse the clay. All right, so she puts it here and we kind of wrap it around town. So cut it to the size. It always reminds me of cutting wrapping paper. You know, I'm not that great at estimating how much wrapping paper will be needed. And here's the thing, we love Mr. Caramel. Mr. Caramel does all the wrapping in this house. He's so good. He is an expert gift wrapper at this point. So, oops, oh no. Shout out to Mr. Caramel for having that household duty. But this does kind of remind me of, okay, so we've got our cylinder here. Let's chop off the edges a little bit. Perfect. This is going to be the very, very center of the strawberry. So now we're going to take a needle tool. Let's see if I can. Your husband tries. That's so funny, Liz. That's so funny. We're going to take the long side and make an indent here. And this side we're going to pinch and make it into a little bit of a pointed triangle shape. This is going to be the very center of the strawberry, I think. I mean, it's kind of a mystery, but I love how I'm following this tutorial without even watching the whole tutorial through all the way. That is ADHD core. I cannot follow the instructions or follow through on the whole video and just jump into it. Oh, that's so funny, Trent. I don't like that. Yes, it really will be a surprise for us all. So then she takes another layer of, oh, more white, even whiter. Maybe we should, I don't think we did it right. Already we, that's okay. That's okay. We're just gonna add more white to this translucent. And you know what? This can be seen as like almost our practice run, okay? That's what we're saying about this. She's back, she's back. Okay. So this is the first goal. Let me show you. Okay. We've got that pink center. She put somewhat pink around that, so maybe we need to edit that. But then white, and then back out to dark to make the strawberry center. Do we redo this or not? It's just going to be a little bit of a chaos day. Can you tell I'm feeling self-conscious about myself today? It's okay. Who cares? Who cares? We're gonna mix this. Thanks so much for the heart me, my friends. I really appreciate it. I just have had a tough, yesterday was a really, really difficult day for me. It was very, very difficult. And so I think I'm just a little still frazzled from that. We are gonna do the slightly less pink, and then the white, and then the less pink, and then I cannot communicate well tonight, but we're gonna change up the layering is basically what I'm trying to say. If you're still here, thank you for sticking with me. We're trying to angle both lenses so that both groups can see me. If you're not following on YT, please go check it out. that is my new goal, locking in this month and putting out some content. I already have 2 new videos and a couple old lives on my page. So please do consider. Let's see here. Can I move this up at all? I would be so grateful if you would. We're trying our best over here. Let's move it up more. Okay. Thank you both for hanging in there with me. Cool. Okay, let's move some of this over. We're going to cut off the pillowy ends because we want to be able to see the pink core pretty well. That's not right. Okay. So here's where we will try to make it into a point again. It's going to be the very core of the strawberry. Just look at that little heart. She's cute. She is cute. All right, now we're gonna do the more white. This is the right way to do it, I think. I mean, guys, I'm still going on this tutorial where I don't have all the details, so. Just putting this through the pasta machine one more time to thin it out a little bit. You have to start and stop a tutorial over and over. Yes, Krista. Sorry, I just saw that comment. I feel that so deeply. I feel that so deeply. Okay, so now we're going to wrap it in the second layer, and this is the white. Slightly less pink than the first layer that we did. Just slightly. Hey, Jamie. You've missed me the last few days. Yes. Hey, yeah, I was just on a YT live yesterday, or did I even go live yesterday? I can't remember. But be sure to find me over there because we can post all of the previous. Did you do okay? Was it rough? Okay.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, we're gonna try to smooth out this core so that it goes around it really nicely. I do think we have to be, by the way, Liz and anyone else, I do think we have to be careful about naming them because I got in official trouble yesterday, which I've never gotten in official trouble, but I did yesterday. Yeah. Yes. All right, so now we have the light pink, we have the white. We're gonna go in with a little bit of a, I think this color here. Let's watch for a second. I don't know what she's doing that. That's going to be fascinating to try to figure out. Tani, because there's, from what I've heard, better support for creators. So that is why. All right, let's put this through the pasta machine. moving to more long form stuff can be helpful. The truth is that I'm trying to become a full-time artist. Please shout yourself out in the chat if you're trying to become a full-time artist. Let me know. I want to know. And basically, it's YT. It's YT. You can find, if you tap into my, I don't want to get in trouble, but if you tap around, you will be able to find it. So I've been busy over there because your girl is making it work. We're making it work, friends. Yes, Liz too. We are in this together, girl. The fact that it feels scary to say, I think is such a good sign, because it shows that it's something that is important to you and that it's something that's going to push the edges of your comfort zone, right? If it was something that was easier that you didn't feel nervous about, I would be like, maybe she doesn't actually want that, or, you know, maybe it's not a challenging enough goal, but because it makes you nervous, I think that's a good sign. I don't think that's a bad sign at all. Okay, here we go. Other pink here. Okay. You just start this journey. I love that for you, Gato, too. Guys, we're all in this together. I believe, I don't know, for me, I could never do the corporate grind. I could never keep a job in an office situation, so I have to make a non-office job work. I did my private practice clinically for over 5 years, and that was fabulous. However, I'm getting burnt out there too. I feel like I go through a job change up like every 5 years. Maybe that's just a normal part of the circle of my career. These days, I feel like you don't have to stay at the same job or same thing for the whole time. Move into a better house. Yes, girl, yes. I feel that with you. I would like to have a house with a art studio, garage. It's a dream. It's not for the faint of heart. I feel you on that, Jen. Tell me about your journey. Tell me about what's your medium, and what's it all been like for you? I want to hear. And I like to hear artists' stories of trying to make it full time, or even if you're just, you know, trying to become an artist known in your community. Or all right, now we're gonna get darker and darker, so let's put on, I'm already getting so disorganized with this clay, and we don't want to mix up the shades too much because we're probably going to make this cane again to perfect it. So putting this through the pasta machine. I believe, hey, we're making a strawberry cane today. I think my magic number is 3 months. If I put 3 months of concentrated effort into things, you have to like trust the process and not see any movement or any, like, very little progress for 3 months. Low views, low people in life, low everything for 3 months, and then that's when I start to see magic happen, because I didn't give up after 3 months, whether that's through social media, whether that's through getting better at art, whether that's in my own private practice businesses. 3 months is the key. It's almost like you have to put in your dues, and it reminds me of that meme where they have like the guy with the pick, you know, in the caves, and he doesn't know he's like so close to the diamonds. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone else, but that's what you just have to blindly trust and keep going for 3 months. That's when the magic happens. Strawberry. The song that gets stuck in my head sometimes. Guys, who was on TikTok in 2020 when the Strawberry Cow song was so popular? Look at me, strawberry cow, you make me go wow. Polymer clay. Oh, that's cool, Jen. Safest for your son. Yeah, that does sound terrifying. We live in a place that I do not love. It is like our neighbors are drug dealers. Okay, not ideal. Okay, we need to look at what is she doing here? What is happening? She's putting it around, and then she puts the final and then cuts it in half, and then puts little pieces of white in between all of these and puts it back together. I feel like that is going to be so hard to do. How are we going to do this? I do not know. I also realized that she has this like little piece of white in between that we did not put in. So we might have to do a little bit of surgery. And cut out some of this red on the top and add some white in. Our surgery. Okay. That's exactly what you had to do for the king. Yeah. Okay. And how did you said yours turned out? I don't remember how you said yours turned out. Yeah. YT allows longer comments. That's nice. That's nice. I gotta figure out the next longer video that I'm gonna make. I think I might do a mashed potato tutorial because I found another artist that I really like, and she does re-sculpting the worst things she's ever sculpted. And not only have a lot of people ask me about my mashed potatoes, how I made the mashed potatoes on the beef Wellington, I also have a really epic fail that will be fun to show. Let me see if I can find it in my fail bucket right here. It is fun to keep a fail bucket of all of the things that you have failed in polymer clay, because then you get to look back on it. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek into the fail bucket. A lighter case that was super lumpy. Never made another lighter case again because I hated how lumpy it was. Yes, Jamie, you got this. Some bread, look at this sad little turkey leg that I tried to make, and I just ruined it with acrylic paint. That's a fail. What other fails? This tomato. This is the first time I made a cane ever. Of course, I chose one of the harder canes to make. Why did I do that? But there's a tomato fail. Bacon fails. Pretzel fails. Cake fails. Fig fails. Oh, look at this meat. Look at how nasty that looks. We'll do a re-sculpting steak someday. This baked potato is not horrible, but she lives in the fail bucket for some reason. Those are molds I made for plates. This is my pearl bracelet. Where is the fail I'm looking for? Here's a noodle fail. Plate fail. Listen, I think I might try to bust out the resin. Look at this cake fail, guys. Okay, this is kind of fun actually. This is one of the first cakes I ever made. It was probably like the 6th attempt at cake, okay? When I was a beginner. This is the 6th attempt at cake. And now you can see I went from this to this. How cool is that? Anyway, I think it's really fun. This is why you should bake your fails. I know it's more tempting to squish your fails. I don't know why she's in there, Liz. I don't know why. She just landed there one day. That's why you need to bake your fails so you can look back on them when you've gotten better and you can like appreciate them. This is the latte art fail. Fail. I say fail with love, guys, because there's a lot of things that I succeeded at. This corn, pickles. Where's the one I'm looking for, though? Let's see if I can. Oh, here it is. Here it is, guys. This is going to be such a good fail for comparison, okay? Ah, it looks like disturbing, like it should be blurred out. This was my attempt at mashed potatoes and gravy. This is, sorry to subject your eyeballs to this, but let's picture making a new and improved mashed potato and gravy, the fail, and then the this is mashed potato and gravy, my first fail attempt, and this is the better attempt. So I'm thinking of making a video that shows the, like, overcoming the fail. I know, right? It's kind of a fun story that way. Earring minis, yes, I'm definitely open to it. I'm testing the studs, but we're also making some, I mean, these don't have the minis on them, but some earrings that are dangle earrings that have, what, the lighting seems so much better on TikTok versus the other place. I don't know why. I don't know why. So anyway, we've got a pendant that could be really cute to, like, make some earrings on like similar to this style on the earrings. Does that make sense? This is a pendant, but we could make earrings like that. This is where we can show off the rings that we made the other day. Thanks, Lauren. These ones are not resined yet, but we've got French toast, egg, blueberry. We've got pancakes, egg, and bacon. And we've got English breakfast with baked beans, tomatoes, hash browns, black pudding. Which one do you like the most? Let me know which breakfast ring would be your choice out of the three. Back to our crazy cane. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. All right, so now getting back to the strawberry here. I'm nervous about this cane. I don't have the best feeling about it, but. Hi, Lynn. So now we are going to be cutting into the strawberry and adding some really thin white layers in between. I'm gonna rewatch this for a moment. Let's see this. I haven't been getting in trouble for this, so. Cut it in half and then cut the little, do you see she's cutting it into little segments and adding white, but like thin white there? Okay, we're gonna have to try that. I'm gonna pause it on. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So let's cut this in half. Thank you, Krista. Thank you. Hi, JCJ. How's it going? Perfect. That's a good start, I think. I mean, who knows, but now we're looking at, let's roll out some of this white really, really, really thin so that we can start putting it as the layers like in between. Yeah, and if you tap around on my page, you will be able to find the place, the YT place. Yes, YT. Okay, let's cut off the ragged edge here. And yeah, I think we should just try to bust out this cane fast because then we can remake it and make it better, if that makes sense. Like, I have a feeling that we're gonna fail the first time, which is not a bad thing. Like, honestly, it's not a bad thing to fail the first time because then we can learn. But if I like wait too long and try to nitpick it, then I start getting. All right, let me see here. We're going to, I'm trying to get these cuts in the right spot. So we need 252, no way. Hey, that's so exciting. All right, so it's at this angle, which feels wrong. So we're gonna cut it. Oh, how do you cut this? Okay, don't do this at home. This is not a good way to chop, okay? It's not a good way. It's not an ideal way. Okay. Nope, we're not gonna do that last one. It's not gonna make it. It's not gonna make it. Now we're gonna take it, I think we're gonna stretch this to make it even thinner. Perfect. Yeah, I know. Guys, I do not have the best blade safety. Okay, it kind of reminds me of, I love The Office. It's like my comfort show. There's an episode where Aaron throws a pair of scissors blade first across the room and he just like catches them. It's so stressful. I feel like that's my fast and looseness with blades at times. Probably not the best example to set. We are making strawberry cane. So I fear, I'm afraid of this. Okay, now we put this together. Now let's do another thin layer here. Am I doing this right? No way to know. No way to know until the end. There we go. There's another little piece there. Perfect. Let's get this connected here. Wait a second. Okay. All right. We're doing it, folks. We're doing it. That actually, well, I still don't feel like super like this is going to turn out perfect. At least we didn't ruin it yet. If nothing else, we didn't ruin it yet. Okay, there we go. There we go, folks. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, this is the first half of the strawberry. Do you see that? We're gonna cut and put the white pieces through this half too. Yeah, and then we'll reduce it and cut it open and see what happened. All right, we need to cut in that same angle, right? We need to cut like that. That feels so awkward to me, cutting it like this. I don't like it. Okay. Hopefully we did that right. It felt different than the first one, which is not the best sign, but what can you do? One piece down. Next layer. There we go. There we go. Friends, it's your comfort show. Nice. Hey, Ashley, we're making a strawberry cane. Strawberry. I've never done this before, so yeah, we're doing our best. Yeah, guys, we're gonna have a race between the two platforms. Can we get to 1K on YT first or 30K on TikTok? And when we hit either of those goals, hey Lisa, we will be doing Appetizer Palooza. I'm really sad because there is a big craft, it's called Craft Lake City tomorrow in Utah. However, it's so hot that I don't think we're gonna be going. I don't think we will enjoy it. All right, she just put them together, and then did she just reduce from there? Yes, she did. Okay. Oh, let's do it. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I think that's how we want to put them together, right? Okay, strawberry cow, you make me go wow. I already think this is not as good as hers because it just doesn't look as neat as hers. Thanks, guys. Yes, trust the process. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I feel like we will learn a lot from this. So just, we will learn, we will learn, we will learn. So now we're at the reduction process of the cane. So you can't really trust the ends of the cane, but we are going to press and pull and make it smaller so we can see how this works. Thanks, Lisa. We're trying to be very cautious about what we say because I got in official trouble yesterday. And I'm such a good girl. Like, I am someone who wants to always follow all the rules and be the good girl. So it feels a little devastating when I get in trouble. So I'm trying to kind of keep it in the same triangle-ish shape so that when we cut it open, hopefully it'll still be strawberry shaped. But I think so, Lisa. I think so. But thank you for asking. I mean, I don't, who's to say? Who's to say? Just, I think that's probably the most audacious we would want to get. Yeah, but there are benefits for you guys. I have some long form stuff coming out as well as old lives that will be released, that are being released. So feel free to, if you want them for the background, if you, okay, drum roll please, drum roll. We're gonna cut open this strawberry and see how she turned out. We will have to reduce it more if we want it on this necklace, but here's the thing. I really feel like we're gonna have to remake this, which is not a problem. Guys, you know me, I like to remake things a bunch of times and see the progress. There's something very satisfying about it. But please drop some a drum roll in the chat. Thank you, Krista. Your hubs started yapping. I think it's okay, Lisa. I think that's probably as audacious as we want to get, but I think it'll be okay. Roll it out, then shape it. Hi, Brittany. Oh, okay. Honestly, that's not the worst strawberry cane in the entire world, okay? I think we probably want it, I'm gonna go between the two. That's not the worst in the world, okay? But I do think we can do it better. Wait, yeah, that's not bad. For a strawberry cane? Our first attempt too? It's not the worst thing in the world, okay? There's our first strawberry cane, folks. Now, we do want to look up, we want to think about how we can critique this to make it better next time. All right. It is kind of cute. I do think I want to remake it. Hi, Sarah. Thanks, Rock the Boat. I appreciate that. Thanks, Wake Up Wisdom. I think I want to remake it because it's just not exactly where I want it to be. I think the inside is so white, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's cut and texture a piece of this just to see. I also feel like I need to grab some hydration, so I'm just gonna grab a glass of water and I'll be right back. All right, hydration break. Perhaps, what are we doing? we're gonna remake it so that you guys can see the process. I just want to make it better. I also want to charge my other charging cable. I don't think I do. Let's look up an actual picture of a strawberry. More white lines that you did at the end. The middle is pretty white, maybe more ombre. I agree. I agree. I totally agree. We're just gonna look up a picture of a strawberry too. Strawberry. Okay. Here we are. Strawberry cut open. Okay. So we do want we want the core to be a nice translucent-y color. Then we have the white, and I agree that ombre, and then yeah, more of the lines that go out like this. But yeah, that, okay. This is why it's also helpful to always have a US strawberry or European, good question. Whoa, okay, just trying to get comfortable here. So yeah, I think we're gonna wanna do a little bit more warm red too. So I think we're gonna remix some colors because I have a feeling some of these are just a little bit too cool red. When we look at these strawberries, so much of it is warm red. That's a warm red. So we're gonna take some of this stuff and remix it and add some yellow, I think. Let's mix this together and see what we get. Speaking in language, yes, Sarah, my strawberry girl. Yes, girl. All right. So we're gonna do take two, and I'm excited for take two because I feel like every time we do this the first time, you just gotta kind of limp through the first time, just like get it done so that you can learn from it and do it again. That's at least my experience and my thoughts. The first time is just a learning experience, that's all. More of an orange red, yeah, exactly. We have some of this red that we're gonna add some yellow to. I did post a sculpt along where I made like 5 tomatoes. It's a long form video and it shows my process of like making the first tomato, not being happy with it. How do you critique it? How do you sculpt better? So we take it slow through all of that. And if that kind of thing interests you, be sure to check out that video. It is like 45 minutes long. So if you miss me when I'm not on live, or if you like something for your background, or if you like a really slow tutorial / sculpt along, that might be the video for you. Though I'm planning on putting out like multiple different types of lengths and what we do. So, ooh, that's a nice orange red. It is slightly brighter than this one. I don't know if you can tell. Doesn't look that way on here. Hi Jen, we're making a strawberry cane. We made version 1 and now we're working on version 2. I am somebody who likes to make and remake things in order to get it just right. And if you're just getting here today, I will show you Jen on the camera as well. Look at this. These earrings that I sculpted today, they're so cute. They're so cute. This one here. No, the lighting on this one feels a little weird to me, but what can you do? Okay. Sugar Charms is good. Oh, okay. To look at hers. Yeah, my phone is... What is different about her tutorial, do you think? We're going to do way more translucent clay in this one. Like, way more. Oh, cool, Jen. Yes, I saw you sent that, but I was already in live, so I was like, oh, I can't see it right now, but I will look at it later. I'm excited. They are dangling. Yes, yes, they are. They're so cute. I still have to bake them, so let me see here. There's a little bit of scrap, there's a piece of scrap clay on the back, just ignore that. But like, look at that cute little earring dangling like this. Just so cute. Anyway, kind of hard to show it off in the best way. More segments of white, like a lot. Okay, that is very good to know. We're gonna do a lot of translucent in this version, a lot. I'm determined to get strawberries right. Who's here? Who's locked in with me to get strawberries right? Call yourself out and put a strawberry emoji in the chat if you are ready to see how we can make this better. I do accept suggestions and constructive criticism. Feedback if it's done in a nice way. Sarah's locked in. Yes, girl. I love it. Okay. Krista, yes, girl. I feel like this one we might want to only put like the smallest touch of white into. Like, this is way too white. We need way more translucent. We're gonna start with like just that. Just that. Only a little white in the middle. Yes, exactly. Let's roll this out on a thinner setting so we can really get it going. Okay, perfect. So here's just, do you see the difference between just a little bit of white and just translucent? We might want to put in a tiny bit more white. Like that. Yeah. The sushi tower, yes! That's our sushi cake. That was our 20K celebration. Now we're over halfway to our 30K/1K. Okay. Hey, Officer Doofy. I'm still messing with the angle on this one, but okay, we've got a bright orange red, a slightly muter, this very, very light translucent, just a little bit of white. How's it going, my friend? Then I think we want to do one more or one or two more lighter of these. Do you, Krista? I don't know if I do yet, but maybe I'll just put like a tiny bit of this in this one. Okay, let's roll this together. I feel like I'm struggling with yapping today more than my usual self. I don't know why that is, but it might be a little bit of a quieter life. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Look at this. This is a little bit more translucent. You can see. You got, yay, you got the English breakfast ring. Oh my gosh, Kai, I'm so happy it finally arrived to you. That makes my whole day, and I'm so glad you like it, friend. Oh my gosh. That makes me so happy. Hi, Christine. I am so happy. I'm so glad you love it. I'm so glad you love it. I did have a long day, and yesterday blew. Let's be so for real. I say that with, I was gonna say I say that with love, but I don't. I don't say it with love. I say it with annoyance. All right, maybe we'll just start here. We're gonna try to make this like small again. A small cane. I don't know, I kind of like the slightly more translucent, brighter inside, but we'll see how we like it. I think the tough thing with making a cane small is that it's going to be way harder to make all of those like white lines that you told me about. That Sugar Charm Shop has way more of them. It's so hard when you're making it so the cane so small to start with. You know what I'm saying? We have 200 people in here. Can we get to 20K? My friends, please. Tapping is clapping, my friends. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. All right. Guys, I have a tip if you want to make new friends. When I went thrifting today into the antique mall, we bought Venus flytrap plants. And then when we left the place and we're walking around with our plants, everyone started commenting on them. Everyone was like, oh, are those Venus flytrap? Like, everyone started conversations with us, and we were like the cool kids in town. So if you want to make friends, just grab a Venus flytrap and walk around with it, and everyone will want to talk to you. I did not make any actual new friends, but everyone wanted to chat. Okay, here's our super translucent red. It doesn't look as translucent on camera, I feel like, but it is quite translucent. Okay, so we've got our translucent red, our translucent white. Yeah, it really does make sense, Christine. I think we do a slightly whiter one, just like slightly. And then we just do the outside. So let's mix just like, let's say, this much with a little bit more white. I know, Jen, here's the thing. It says, Jamie, I think hanging out on YT is nice because then that kind of, if there's people here, it might push it out to others. So if you don't mind chilling over there. It's kind of confusing while we're doing both. So I feel the need to apologize, but I'm not going to because Liz will yell at me. I did not do this the right way, did I? If you're somebody who's trying to figure out social media, you probably know the struggle with trying to figure out the platform, trying to figure out what feels best, what works the best, what your audiences are like, things like that. But yeah, Jen, what I was gonna say is that it says to feed them ants and flies, and I'm like, well, if we get an ant from outside and try to feed it to that plant, it'll probably just like run away in our house, right? Like I don't know how to appropriately, maybe we have to keep the plastic container that kind of came with it so that the ant stays in there longer. I don't know. Or are they super sticky? I don't really know much about these plants. Thanks, Liz. You fed our neighbors outside. Feed Miss Seymour. Hey, Lauren. How's it going, friend? We are making a strawberry tonight. Okay, we got our white. I think, do we want to do a super, super thin translucent off of that? We might, just so that it looks more faded. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm just messing around right now. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. appreciate it. I so appreciate it. Thank you guys for being so understanding. I feel like if you're in our clay community, I'm gonna be doing something different every day. And I know it can be a little whiplashy, but there's also some benefits, because if you don't like something I'm trying out or doing, I probably won't be doing it soon. Okay. Like if you don't like the floral stuff, I don't usually do that on live anyway, but if you don't like that, soon we'll be doing something else. It's just, yeah. Okay, let's stretch this out a little bit thinner. Oh, it's already cracked. It's already breaking. Trim off the edge here. Perfect, 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 perfect. Hey Bailey, we are making a strawberry cane today. Strawberries. We're trying to get something else on this breakfast pendant, and I just want something with a different color on it. You can see I'm it's a strawberry, but close-ish, maybe. It's a cane though, so it looks a little funky. Hey, Little Bites. Hi, Lindsay. How's it going, girl? All right, now we're gonna do the two more solid colors around this. Hey, Monkey. Oh yeah, I love run fairs so much. I love them so very much, but I can imagine vending at one would be absolutely exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. It's so hot here too. I don't know how hot it is where you are right now, but I just, like the market I went to today, I'm like, how are these people vending outside for so long? I am such a baby in the heat. I really get my energy zapped in the heat. We're actually making a strawberry. So we did our first strawberry cane here. And now we're gonna try to make it better. So we are making it a little bit warmer. We're doing more translucent clay. And yeah, like them around. We're trying to make a strawberry for this breakfast necklace pendant so that there's a little more variety of color. Though I am tempted to make a kiwi for it too. I feel like the pop of green could be really pretty. My husband's favorite fruit. I did not know this was Mr. Caramel's favorite fruit until like years. I told this recently, but he's like, oh, kiwis are my favorite fruit. I'm like, I have literally in the 5 years we've been together, whatever, he probably told me 2 years ago or 3 years ago at this point. In the years that we've been together, I have never seen you eat or mention kiwis at all. And he's like, yeah, they're my favorite fruit. I'm like, okay. So I pick him up kiwis now, but it was really funny because he and I went thrifting on Friday, and we went to this kind of strange thrift store near us that we really like. And we found this picture that was just, it was a print of some kiwis framed on the wall. And he's like, that's my favorite art. That's my favorite print. You're eating kiwi right now. Nice. Your mom made Fimo food in the 80s. That's cool, Frank. I totally forgot to add the white top as well. Peelable oranges. Ah, I'd be open to trying that. We have made oranges, but not peelable yet. I believe we could do it. Tiger cruising. Oh, that sounds so good. I love kiwis. We've been getting some golden ones too, which are pretty good. All right. This is pretty solid for our, guys, did I put the core in the wrong way? Oh my goodness. I'm not sure. Let's cut it in half. I think I totally put this core the wrong way. Instead of this way, vertically. I put it this way. Oh well. We're in too far. We're going to finish this cane too. And for this one, we're going to try to do a bunch of the really small lines too. So let's roll out this translucent clay really thin so we can start to put it in between all this. We're making a strawberry cane. Strawberries. Okay. I'm just like gently pulling this so we can make it even thinner. Go. Cane like candy. Yes, exactly. That's the way candy makers use it. We were doing it out of clay, but it's the same or similar concept. I'm gonna get a fresh blade too because I feel like that can make a difference. So from the danger box. Melatonin makes me more wired. I do not know why. It does not help me. Okay, let's look at the lines. So right now we're trying to make the little lines around the strawberry, like yep. Makes your legs go bonkers. That's so interesting. We tried to give my daughter some for helping her go to sleep, melatonin. She's 3, and it just made her more wired too. Okay, do you see that? We've got all the slices here, and I'm feeling like so chaotic with all these shades of red all over. It's okay. We've got this. We've got this. Let's cut this one too, similarly. Okay. Little knuckle crack, and let's do it. Now I'm just gonna try to get a little bit of this layer in between. I'm not gonna try to get it too perfectly. Pull it apart, pull it apart. There we go, there we go. You missed me last night. Oh, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had a really tough night last night. I had a very emotional night. So I did not come on live. Instead, I gardened and watched a Charlie Kaufman movie, which was so fun and funny and good. And I hadn't seen Being John Malkovich for many years, so it was kind of fun to, I didn't remember anything about it, but it's so good. It's such a mind-bending movie. It's about I like movies and books with characters who are just like bad people. Thanks, Dee. I really do appreciate that. I really do. I actually do, Wonky. Yes, that is, I love how you immediately knew what it was about. Yes, yes. I ended up getting lectured, and we had a conversation that did not go how I was hoping it would go, and instead I ended up on a really nasty, I shouldn't even be talking about this publicly, honestly. So never mind. I gotta be careful now because you guys know me. I'm an oversharer. I overshare. It's who I am. And I don't know that that will ever change. However, now that more people in my life, why is this attached so weird? Now that more people in my life know about these accounts, Thanks, Jen. I really appreciate that, truly. We're making a strawberry cane. Do you see this? Strawberry? Half a strawberry here. Thanks, Liz. It just feels awkward. It feels awkward that, like, people are snark watching me, or people, like, I gotta protect myself a little bit, and also stay vulnerable and authentic, because that's, I think, part of the reason why we've been able to grow this community, is that some people like oversharing. Some people like that. Okay, here's the first half of our strawberry cane, if you can see that, and we're gonna connect it to the second half with some white lines in between here. I don't feel super confident about this version either, but I do feel confident that we are going to improve it each time. We're gonna improve it each time. Each time it's gonna get better. Oversharing is your passion. I love that. You gotta stand strong in it, right? Thanks, Christine. Yeah, it's about finding a balance, I think. Just finding a good balance. But I am gonna say that the other day, it was yesterday. Yesterday was was it yesterday? It was a curse day for me. Somebody told me, somebody that I know, we were talking about my art stuff, and she knows me in a different context. Let's roll out a little bit more of this translucent clay, because we're getting down to the dregs, and I don't want to. JT, hi girl, hi girl, and hi, I love cars. Welcome, welcome back. Other people's opinions are not your concern. So true, so true. However, yeah, this lady, we were talking about how I'm reducing my hours to do art, and I had then said that Mr. Caramel is working on his business, and she said, oh, I was wondering how you would make being an artist work. Like, I have to, like, my husband's business will be the one that can be sustainable for my family, because there's no way that art would ever do that. Which, the good news is, I am motivated out of spite. Like, okay, you're gonna say that to me? Like, I will prove you wrong. I know, I was like, that's an inside thought. You just started today, Nikki. Welcome, welcome. Definitely an inside thought. There are some thoughts that you can just keep inside your brain, and that's okay. Like, you're allowed to have that thought, but do you need to tell it to the artist? Just keep it in your brain. That's your pure motivation, life spite. Yes, yes. It's not about, I mean, here's the thing. If that gives me the motivation that I need, like, all right. I just could never imagine saying that to somebody who's like, I'm starting this new cool thing. I would never. Okay, wait, we've got to mix these together again, because all of the scraps are all over the place. We need this to be really thin. We are making strawberry cane. You don't understand how it's a strawberry. It will come together at some point. Tell you not to do something so you'll do it. Yes, do you have oppositional defiance? I use Sculpey Primo. Spite is just so motivating. Canes are definitely, you're artistic. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You need that autonomy, and like, yeah, I can't blame you. We need to make our own decisions, and sometimes it feels so powerful to prove someone wrong. Okay, we've got one more little thing that we're going to try to do here, and then we're going to roll it together, reduce it. We're so close to reducing. I, again, do not feel very confident about this one either, but I do know that we will learn from it, even if it doesn't turn out that well. Do you guys see? Maybe it doesn't make sense quite yet. The strawberry, maybe not yet. Tray tea, yes, we made one already, but I didn't love how it turned out, so we're making another one. We'll see how this one turns out. You made a charcuterie board, yay! I love that so much. Did you have fun? I sometimes look up tutorials like I did with this, but many of the things I do these days, I don't use a tutorial for. What was the other thing? What was the thing I made the other day that I was so proud of that I didn't use a tutorial for? I can't remember. Maybe the beef Wellington. I just made that up without any tutorial, which felt very satisfying. All right, so now we're going to reduce the cane, which means we're just like pinching and pulling and pressing it to make it smaller. I'm trying to keep it in a vague strawberry shape here. I'm excited for when we conquer strawberries. It may or may not be this attempt. I don't think it'll be this attempt, but guys, if you're curious about when we'll get we will conquer things. Like, even if the first don't turn out well, I'm the type of artist who's like, no, we're doing it again until we get it right. So if you can't stick around for the whole live and you want to eventually see how the strawberries turn out, please do give a follow so that you can come back and see how the strawberries are doing. She will conquer. Yes, Tracy, yes. Your clay stuff is really hard. Yeah, you might need some clay softener or just to put in a lot of hard, like, you know, hard labor. Some elbow grease. The crab should you? Yes, yes, Dee, yes. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that, because with the long form video that I put out, I was a little self-conscious that like the first tomatoes I made were not that great. All right, drum roll, please. We're going to cut open this strawberry cane and see how this version turned out. Drum roll, drum roll. Clay softener is, you can get this. I get the Sculpting brand, and it helps soften your clay. It also helps you remove fingerprints and smooth it out. Like, clip it. Oh yes, Christine, yes, thank you. You're the first person that's actually used that code word, so thank you. Let's make it a little bit nicer for that, because you mentioned that. We just want to make sure that we have a nice like background here. Okay. Dun dun dun. Ah, okay. I actually like this one more than the other one, I think. Let me see here. Strawberry cane forever. Here's the first one we made. I'll put the first one on this side and the second one. So let's show YT first. Do you see first and second? I don't know. Which one do we prefer? This one definitely, yeah. So we're on two platforms at the same time, so I'm trying to get people over to the other one a little bit, but the second one, I do think the second one's better. Let's take a slice and texture it a little bit so we can see how that looks too, because I do think texturing makes a big difference. Okay, do I have a little stamping block available? Let's use this one, but I'm gonna clean it off. We gotta clean off these two pieces. And wipe this liquid clay off. Okay. I'm gonna try to get it on both views. This feels complicated. All right. just flattening it slightly, and then maybe we'll use a needle tool or a silicone tool. What are we gonna use? We're gonna use a silicone tool in the middle. She is kind of cute, huh? We'll do a super zoom on this one. I can't tell if either of these are focused, but I don't know how I feel. The more I play with this, the more I'm like, Let's look at the cane here. I think the translucent was too small, or too translucent. We can't really see it as well as white going through here. Ah, D, yes! Okay, I'm glad you're over here, friend. Look, our goal is, I can't even talk about it too much on here, but I don't get in trouble talking about Discord. So you can join the Discord server if you want to join our journey, talking about everything like that. But our main goal is 1K to start so that we can be monetized. All right, so I'm just reducing this cane smaller and smaller so that we can see initials like YT. Yeah, exactly. So I don't get in trouble. But I don't think YT is as strict as TikTok when it comes to censoring, which is nice. All right, let's see if this is small enough for our pendant and how it would look potentially on there. Wait, I kind of like that. If it's textured right, does that read strawberry? Hi, Tracy. Hi, girl. I've been doing this since December, so not that long, and we have a bunch of people here, so I'm gonna show off a couple things that I've done. I haven't done that yet today. We've been focused. Here's my seafood boil. It's just so pretty. We've got the body of the crab and the crab legs. This toothpaste cap. I agree, Dee. I do think it needs to be reduced more. With butter. We've got flotsam and jetsam, our little crawfish here. Lemons, corn, lobster tails, oyster, shrimp, potatoes, kielbasa, eggs. We've got our Mickey's tray. I did not make the cup. This is from the Chicago Miniature Convention, the biggest miniature convention in the world. We've got our Big Mac, our fries, our chicken nuggets. If you like this kind of thing, you gotta give a follow. Her I don't know if she's here right now, but her username is different on this one, I think. Our summer collection, we've got ribs, cornbread, coleslaw, mac and cheese, chicken thighs or chicken wings, green beans, potato salad, and I don't know where, oh, here. Little pulled pork sliders, potato salad, green beans. So cute. If you like this kind of thing, please give a follow. Our goal is 30K and 1K. Once we hit those, we will be doing appetizer palooza. Look at this. This is a scene, a whole miniature scene telling the story about someone baking something. So we've got, I made this whisk. There's the batter that's all scraped and spilled here. There's the pan that they put parchment paper in and some of the crumbs left from the sheet pan. Flour, cracked eggs, cake. I love this cake so much. Cutting up oranges and raspberries and this lovely slice of cake. Love it. Okay. Let's reduce this down even further, smaller, so we can get this onto the pendant. Thanks, JT. She's kind of cute, huh? JT, I want to show you my flower earrings too. I know I showed them off a couple times, but you weren't here before. Once we cut these, I'm going to show that. Honestly, not the worst strawberry in the world. I think it reads strawberry, if nothing else. Let's move over here a little bit. I'm trying to manage both sides here. I don't know. I'm gonna press down and we're gonna use just the needle tool to do a little bit of texturing because we don't want it to be too smooth. Okay. I kind of like that. Especially for how small it is, I'm pretty happy about that. So let's actually, we're gonna grab some liquid clay and put it into, here's my tip, putting liquid clay into one of these spoons from Daiso. Thanks, Six. It's a win. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take it. She reads strawberry. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Trey Dandy. Oh, okay, so I put it in this spoon so that I don't lose track of where the translucent clay is. We can use a paintbrush in it, and also, yeah, it just keeps things more organized for me. There's my tip of the day. I got a bunch of organization stuff from Daiso the other day, and yeah, I did post a video of that too. Here are the earrings, girl. They're on here because I need to bake them, but look at how cute they are. Are they focused? They're so cute. I love them. I have a few different clay styles if you're new here. A few different clay styles. What am I doing? All right, we're gonna try to get the strawberry on there. Thank you. All right, I just felt like a strawberry at the top here for some reason. Thank you, Tracy. I really appreciate that. I tried to make some with like a darker background, and I still need to work on contrast and kind of making sure that when there's a dark background, you can still really make out flowers from a while away. Because I made a pair that looked good from up close, but from far away, it was kind of hard to tell it was. I mean, I don't hate that strawberry. It gives strawberry, I think. Again, same thing here when we're looking at a necklace pendant. We just want it to look good from like a little ways away, I think. Need the red for contrast. Yes, I agree. Let's get a part down, one down at the bottom. Thanks, baby. Yeah, I'm actually super happy about this strawberry situation. You can definitely see. Let's cut the original one for comparison. We'll reduce this down so it's the same size. Just what it needed. Yes. Well, now we can also decide if the other rings need a tiny strawberry. You see the before and after. Let me get them both on my finger. Practice makes improvement. I definitely think the second one is way better. Maybe? Okay. The first one is just too bright white in your face. Overly striking. Yes, yes, yeah. Thanks, Tracy. You're so kind. Practice makes chicken. Again, this is one of the reasons I really got hooked on polymer clay, because just the way that you can improve and you can see your improvement, at least for me, like I feel like I really have a process down where I can make something and then look at it and say, all right, how are we going to improve this the second time? Make those changes and see the improvements, even if you have to make it a few different times. To me, maybe it's because I'm a very visual person. Being able to see, like really concretely see the differences between the two, it scratches an itch in my brain. And I think that's a big reason why I haven't put polymer clay down, even though I've had a million different hobbies and I've quit many of them. I think, where do we want to put this? Right here. Thank you so much for all the support tonight, friends. I love coming on live and hanging out with you guys. It is one of my favorite things to do. So all the support, the likes, the comments, the shares, the follows, they mean everything to me, truly. Now I think I like the top strawberry a little bit more, so we might want to think about how to texture this bottom one. I don't want to make it too textured, but at the same time, I don't want it to be too smooth. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance. Yes, I absolutely love the variety in polymer clay. That's why I have all of the clay styles that I have too, so that I never get bored. I'll never get bored. Do we need one more strawberry on here? My feeling is that maybe we need one more right here. Let me know if we need another strawberry on the pendant. Thank you. Look at this strawberry cane. Oh, I ruined that.
Beautiful.
See you later. You think just two? I don't know. I might try three. We might just see how it looks with three. If we don't like it, that's okay. We can just take it off, no problem. Hi, Laura. We made a strawberry cane. We made two strawberry canes actually tonight, and we're doing both things at once. So I'm trying to make sure my both screens are looking good. So excuse me as I try to optimize both. We're on both places because your girl's trying to grow in both places. At 30K on TikTok, we'll be doing Appetizer Palooza. Blue and onion. Chili's triple dipper. But if we get to 1K on YT first, we'll do the same thing. It's kind of a race between who will get there first. It's up to you, Laura. I think the other might be better for like building that side, but, and I think the other one has less obstruction to the, I'm curious for people who are in both, who have seen both, which does the camera quality look better? Laura will tell me in a second. All right, we're gonna grab our translucent liquid clay. You can see before going, yes, yeah. We'll just put liquid clay down because the liquid clay, the egg is already baked. So we're just putting liquid clay. Liquid clay won't adhere until we bake it. So we should be okay until. Better on here. Okay, that's good to know, Laura. So here, the quality is definitely better on the other platform, if you're curious. This is, so on YT, it's my new iPhone, and on TT is my old phone. So that's probably why. If you want to see iPhone quality, you know what to do. We are making a breakfast pendant. That might be not the right placement. That I don't know. That doesn't sit well with me. Maybe just put it lower on the French toast sticks. I don't. Wait, that's kind of cute. I just don't think I liked. You think above the orange? Here or here? I kind of like it here. Yeah. Hi, Sarah. Oh, you can watch me on your TV. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Sometimes Sister Caramel says, you know, with the amount of people that are watching you, it probably more people watch you than some local TV shows. Like they're like really local stations. Because we have over 1 million views in the past 60 days, which is absolutely wild. Oh, thanks, Tracy. The oranges, look at this. Yeah, this is from a cane that we made a while ago. Here's the cane. And this also shows the big difference that texturing makes, because look at that between these two. The oranges were cut from the same cane, but when you do a little bit of texturing, it really helps go the distance. You're in love with miniatures. You're in the right place, my friend. Below the lonely blueberry. We could do another. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you both, Sarahs. I almost feel like we could do another couple blueberries, like towards the bottom. But I think we're getting close to finishing this pendant. I do like her a lot. Should we make breakfast earrings? Yes. Okay, that was cute. That's cute. And maybe we want a blueberry on the French toast stick. You guys can see how much love goes into all of these miniatures, and I'm so excited to start making jewelry available. Okay, I kind of like that. Thanks, Tani's, much appreciated. It's faster than okay, that's good to know, Dees. That's good to know, Dees, so that we can have some official reasons to get people on over. That's cute. Okay, I really like this. Picture this as a necklace pendant for the breakfast lover in your life. Maybe the Leslie Nope, the... Yeah. Should we make some... Let's see. Here's the thing. I want to make something else with strawberries because we just busted out these strawberry canes. So we have to do at least one other thing with strawberries. What that is, I'm open to. Maybe we want to do some earrings. Should we do earrings, a ring, or a bracelet? Put in the chat. Earrings, a ring, or bracelet. Offset to the blueberry. I kind of wanted her to be, yeah, a lone little lady. Just to, I don't know. Earrings. Okay, Tracy. Yes, let's do it. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's hard because I'm still learning. I'm still so new to YT. It's only my second live on there, so I feel like I can't answer that at this very moment. Okay, let's see here. I'm taking a quick hydration break. And then we're gonna start some new earrings. Yes, okay. Also, guys, I want to show you my, we're gonna make, I think, these little dangles into breakfast earrings. How cute is that? Store the polymer clay. You need to make sure that you're storing all of your scrap clay. I mean, I store my scrap clay in this jump scare of a Daiso bowl. It's ceramic, but you can store other unopened clay in a package that says PP5 or PP6 on the bottom. If you don't, it'll melt your clay. Yeah, it'll melt. Okay. Ring. Yes, Jen is the house. She has my matching shrimpy ring. Look at how cute she is. I love her. I'm showing off my whole, this is my personal collection that I'm wearing for the evening. We've got shrimpy ring. We've got floral bracelet. She's so pretty. I like her. Is that focusing? I don't think it is, but she's so pretty. And then I'm going to be, this is my pill reminder organizer. It's not an organizer, but I keep my medicine down here, so when I'm on live and I need to take my medicine an hour before bed, I've got her here. She's kind of cute. Thanks, Creative Witch. Oh, love it, Sarah. So, it's nice to have my medicine downstairs so that I don't have to take it too late. Cool. Very exciting. Okay, let's start working on these earrings. These are small, so I don't know what we're gonna do here. So for these, I am gonna use oven bake adhesive to help the clay stick to a non-clay item. Guys on YT, what is our number at? Can you tell me what the sub number is? Okay, I'm just putting it right in there. Then we're gonna cut out some, maybe we can't use a cutter here. Yes, cool. Thanks, guys. We're really, so when we really first started, I did 177. And so in a couple days, we're up to 257. We're doing it. We're doing it. There we go. I like this. Hey, Pee-wee. Hi, friend. How are you? I use this set of cutters. If you're doing miniatures, it's nice to have a whole bunch of different sizes of circles. We made a strawberry cane today, Pee-wee. Kind of cute. Yes, Dee, absolutely. You can also look up online. So I don't know. That's at least what I've heard and what the bottom of some of my clay containers say. Thanks, Christina. I really appreciate it. I know, Trey T. Yeah, I don't know. We're maybe we can have a strategic chat. You and me, Trey T, just so that, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I guess one of the reasons, I don't want to get in trouble, but one of the reasons is that there is the better compensation for long form stuff. But also, once you're approved, there can be ads on your live. So I don't know. We're kind of thinking of trying YT for a month to see how that feels and if that even grows enough, and then decide, because here's the thing. If any people ask me how much I make on live. Yeah, so I'm using clay bake adhesive to get the clay to stick to the back of the earrings, but then I'm using liquid Sculpey to connect raw clay to raw clay. I did the math, because here's the thing, if you're trying to make this a profession, you have to be making enough money to, anyway, I make $1.80 an hour on TikTok Live. Okay, so that's why these are going to be sisters, not twins. When it comes to, do we even want to do a full egg on here? That's a big egg. Yes, Dee. I'm here to root you on lost a strawberry. Uh-oh. Thanks, Emma. I think she's really cute. I think she's adorable. Okay, I'm gonna crack my knuckles here. All right. Do we make these 2 earrings? Do we keep the super big egg and just say they're sisters, not twins? Or do I remake an egg? I might just make them, they don't need to be exact, right? I'm trying to think about what the plan is here. We have some bacon that we made earlier. And I might just take the thinnest pieces of it and put a couple on the earrings. Leave them? Yeah, okay. Thank you, Brie. Here's the thing, I don't think I could do it without a lot of effort, Emma. I think we'd have to remake the whole thing, which is not the worst thing, but wait, is this an extra small one here? Wait, yes, okay. We had an egg on the loose, so now we can actually swap this. Yeah, definitely need to strategize, which is totally fine. Tracy, I'm waiting for you to go live. Now I'm going to nicely pressure you into it. Egg on the loose. Off she goes. Yeah. Well, it works out, Emma, because we got this. We do have a smaller one, which is comes in clutch. There's just some extra like translucent clay around this I'm going to try to peel off. I know, right? It worked out perfectly. Wouldn't that be nice if that happened for all projects, where I was like, oh, I just happened to find a better size piece right over here. Yeah, Trey T. Hey, look, girl, if you tell me when you're gonna do it, I want to be there to support you. And yeah, I know it could be nerve-wracking to try things for the first time, so I feel that for you. But also, I would absolutely love to see. Okay, we're only gonna do, like, I know this doesn't look realistic right now, but we're gonna cover up the other sides of the bacon. So I just want like it's gonna be a glimpse of bacon is the vibe. Yes, Trey T, we would all come. Oh, thanks, D. I love that you have a mini account. I will definitely follow you back. Yes, girl, you know we are your biggest fans. We would love to be there. Here's our hint of bacon. Let's get the French toast slices on. We have such a freaking supportive community here, truly. Everyone is happy to show up for you, which how cool is that? If you're new here, we really do have the best clay and art community. Be sure to join our server. So if you have a Discord account, or if you're open to making one, it really is worth it because we have artists, hobbyists, supporters. We have a channel for critique and feedback, places where people post what they're making, post inspiration, chat about how to grow on social media. It really is a great place to chat and connect with other super supportive, awesome artists and hobbyists outside of live. So highly recommend that. I'm not biased at all. I also post there when I'm going to be live and notify people there because sometimes people don't get the notifications for some reason. Okay, there's a piece of French toast. I love that, Brie. Yes. Zooming in a little more. Sure. Zoom in on both of these. Yeah, if I'm ever off camera or sculpting the comments or something, please feel free to let me know. I try my best, but here's the thing. If you were wearing earrings that are hand sculpted, you probably wouldn't expect them to be perfectly symmetrical, right? Would you want them to be identical, symmetrical, or would you not care as long as they're super cute breakfast food items? I'm trying to decide which side to put the French toast on. Maybe I'll put the French toast on the other side for fun. Let's get a little bit of liquid clay down on it too, though. Yeah, Tracy, it probably is best to do on the TT just because you're more familiar with it. Most of us are more familiar with it. Okay, there's our French toast piece. Not identical for true realism. Cousins, yes, yes. Sisters, not twins. Not sisters, yeah, sisters, not twins. Yes, yes. Okay, now let's start getting some straws on here. I don't know. I kind of want more powdered sugar on this, but that's okay. Breathe. If she said, if someone is studying both my earrings for symmetry, they're too close. I like that comment, and I totally agree. Back off. What are you doing comparing my earrings? I am changing. I'm like going back and forth between charging the two phones because they're both low battery. Oops. All right, let's cut some strawberries to put on these little cute earrings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start with 4. Let's see what we feel. Maybe the strawberries should have been even, oh, I feel like we need to make them even smaller for these earrings, right? I can't tell. I can't tell. We're messing with the angle on TikTok here. I have to zoom out for just a second. Okay. Guys, if you want a better angle and better phone quality, filming quality, you're going to want to check out the other app. Oh, I feel like, okay, hold on. Stick with me for a moment here, folks. This phone holder is also worse. It's worse. Yeah, Jamie, unfortunately, I think it needs to be smaller. I prefer, even if it's unfortunate, I prefer to people to be honest. And okay, we're getting there. No. Sorry, friends. The trying to do two at once is definitely a struggle over here because I can't get, I have them like perfectly aligned before, but if you want a better view, here's the thing, you're gonna have to go to YT, okay, friends? Yes, JT, thank you, girl. Thank you. I need a just some reason. It's not a big deal. I still want to keep these 4 strawberries. I think we'll keep them and bake them for another day. But yeah, if you want a better Pillsbury Creek, aren't they so cute? Thanks, Emma. I am going to be listing, guys, very, very soon, very, very soon. I'm going to be listing the Pillsbury necklaces. Okay, wait. Why is the lighting on YT so weird? Aren't they so cute, Jamie? I love the candy corn on them. I love the candy corn. So these are going to be necklaces available soon. Okay, so keep an eye out if you want a cute little fall Halloween necklace. Okay, let's reduce this cane down. We're just gonna pinch it and pull it so that it's a little bit smaller. Hi, Rabbix? Thanks, Jamie. I really love how the Halloween necklaces turned out. I think they're super cute. Oh, it's Bella. Hi, Bella. Okay, we're gonna chop this. Choppity chop, chop, chop. Ooh, that was not a pleasant sound. Sorry, friends. Oh, does this need to be even smaller? That might not be too bad. I can't tell. No, I haven't seen those, Sarah. Oh my gosh, that sounds like something I need though. All right, friends, I think I'm gonna take a slight break from live because I need to charge both of the phones. They're like, they're both very low battery and they're not charging more. So unfortunately, I will need to take a little break, maybe like 20-ish minutes to see if we can charge both these phones enough so that we're not stressing me out on super low battery. So I'll be back on probably late in a little bit. So yeah, give a follow if you want to come back and see how these little breakfast earrings turn out. I'd love to see you around, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you, Jenna. Bye. I'll be back later. And YouTube peeps get an extra 10 seconds of love with me. Mwah. How do I even end this? Guys, thank you so much for hanging in there as I try to navigate 2